Hi, I'm Eli Truhe, Director of Marketing for Fly Air. How often do you feel valued when you're traveling? Does it feel like, the flight attendants and things really care about you? Or does it feel more like you're cattle being herded towards a gate or towards a assigned seat? Well, at Fly Air, we really emphasize making sure every single person that travels with us feels like they are important and valued. As we start to get out of the coronavirus travel shutdown, it's kind of difficult for people to remember the experiences they've had. They're more worried about, getting to all of the exciting places they couldn't travel to beforehand. They're, interested in finding the best deals to get places. They're not worried about, customer service first or anything like that. So I feel like something that'll be really helpful for us is to, really emphasize the service that we've had in the past and remind people why they love traveling with us. Because we've been out of commission for so long, a lot of people probably aren't checking their emails, probably aren't looking at messages we're sending. And so the first question becomes, how do we get our message out? We've got a couple of creative solutions, but even if we know how we want to deliver the message, what is it? What do we want to say? And so that's going to be the second piece I talk about. And then finally, I want to talk about the effect that, our message and our delivery will have on the customer base that we have currently and the one we're trying to build. In terms of our delivery, I feel like looking at, a promotional mix is going to be one of the greatest ways to do it. We're going to really focus on public relations, sales promotion, and our direct marketing. In terms of public relations, I want to launch a social media campaign that is geared towards not only reminding people of the great trips that they've taken, but the great service that they've received from Fly. We're also going to do a mile match guarantee for anybody who switches over to our loyalty program instead of a cross-country or an around air loyalty program. And then in terms of direct marketing, I really feel like our monthly newsletters can be utilized a little bit more, and they can be made just a little bit more effective in terms of fostering great community within our customer base and between ourselves and our customers. Our message is to fly the right way. Fly with Fly. It's in the name. It's Fly Right. It's the right way to travel. And we just need to remind all of our customers why they agree with us. In terms of the social media contest, I feel like, posting pictures of you and your family or yourself on a flight or something like that, enjoying, an in-flight meal or a drink or something like that would be really, really cool. Get people to start posting pictures, bonus points if you take a picture with a flight attendant, or if you have taken a picture with a flight attendant or something like that, you post it, people that have our logo on their uniform and things like that. And so, we can offer up extra bonus points for things for, that. It helps get our logo in the eyes of people, helps people realize, how great the service has been in the past and will continue to be in the future, and just gets people thinking about us as a company. Again, I want to endorse the Mile Match program that I talked about on the last slide a little bit with all of our social media, especially as we pick, customers that win our contest. You could be just as happy as, this person if you switch to Fly, and then put a link on how you can transfer miles and how you can do things like that. The mile match is going to be just so important for us to build new clients. Obviously, during the shutdown, we haven't had the same kind of sales or the same type of, travel bookings that we're used to, and the company suffered. All companies in the travel industry have suffered during the coronavirus pandemic. And I just feel like it'll be really important for us to, grab a larger part of the market, create a larger market share for ourselves as we move forwards. And the best way to do that is to go after the other big dogs. Cross-country airlines, around air, and ourselves are the three largest airlines in the nation. And I feel like it's going to be really important for us to not only remain competitive with those two, but to start taking a couple of steps ahead of them and really separate ourselves as we get back into, regular traveling habits. One way that, the newsletter I feel like can be really helpful would be to highlight the social media participation and the mile match program, obviously, welcoming in new customers that have taken advantage of the mile match, making sure, anyone that wins, the social media contest gets their picture, the picture that they posted and a short bio in there. And then doing some random reward member profiles, looking at people that have been with us since the beginning of our loyalty program, since even before that. I've been flying with FlyRight for years. Some of our more loyal long-term customers to help, just get their voice and their opinion on why FlyRight is the right way to fly. And so I feel like it's really helpful, for people to read from other customers about why a company is so helpful, not just hear the company, boasting about itself. Our customer relations are going to be super important. Current customers, I'm really hoping that the social media campaign will help remind them of, all the great experiences they've had and help to keep customers that way. The newsletter highlights will get people excited. Anyone can submit, their picture and their profile or whatever to get highlighted. And I feel like, giving people opportunities to do that will be really cool. And it shows them that we care. Not everyone that submits, their headshot and their profile will make it into the newsletter. Unfortunately, we can't make them that long. But I feel like giving them the opportunity to do something like that, really, it shows them that we're listening and that we care about what they have to say, and we care about them as people. In terms of new customers, the mile match is going to be super important, obviously, because, they've been flying with other airlines and they've done, so many trips and they've racked up miles. And if we don't offer something like that, what incentive is there for them to come to us? I mean, yes, we have better service, but if they can make the deal cheaper on the other side, through a rewards program, it's difficult to convince people that service is more important than the price tag. And so our goal is to have it be not only the best experience in terms of service, but the best experience in terms of price. And so that's why it's going to be so important for us to continue to, match those miles as people come over. And then we're also going to do the tier match with that. So, if you need 100,000 miles to become elite in our program, but only 75,000 to become elite in around airs, we'll say, for example, we match that tier. So even though you're only bringing over the 75,000 miles, you're still able to get that elite status and get all of the amenities that come with it, or the discounts and the things like that. So the tier match will even help, create a better incentive or a stronger incentive for people to come over and start using our airline. I'm really excited about, this program. I think here within the next 2 months, we'll be able to see just some great results from, all of the efforts that we're making. And, if not, we can reassess and go from there. But I'm very confident and very excited about this program, and I hope you are too. That's all I have for you today. If you have any kind of questions, I would be more than willing to answer those. Yeah.